third of the way across Kansas. That was rough. We were tired. Now we're somewhere in the middle of the Midwest. I think about to be done with Kansas, going into Missouri. Matt's driving. I'll check in later. Bye. We're on our way to Ohio because my friend Renee and I got the bright idea to go run the Flying Pig Marathon in Cincinnati. I don't know how this is going to work, but we didn't actually train for this thing. So we're kind of going to wing it, but, you know, at least we're going to go check out a cool expo and see a lot of pigs. It's going to be fun. We are about to cross the river into Missouri. There's a sign. Yay, Missouri. Midwest, I always forget the Midwest actually has rivers with real water in them. Here it is. Mighty Mississippi. It's really, really big. It's Pivot in the car. Hey, buddy. Pivot. There you are. Hi. Who's that? Hey, Pivot, what do you think? What do you think about this whole thing, being in the car? You don't know. I always forget how cool spring is in the Midwest. Flowers were awesome everywhere. Jungle Jim's is probably the coolest grocery store I have ever been to anywhere in the world. It's got everything. It's got a kombucha bar. It's got a crazy produce section. It's awesome. Matt's cousin was also running the marathon with Renee and I, so I actually got to go for one last run with her at a really cool little park on her side of the woods, so it took me a while to get to it, but it was worth it. My sister-in-law was also running. She was doing the half. So she and I went over to pick up Renee from the airport, and then we headed over to the expo. It was super cool to be at an expo with all the people and see all the vendors and all the things and all the pigs. It was so much fun. We had a day to kill before the marathon, so we ended up going over to Krohn's Conservatory, where they had a pretty cool butterfly exhibit and also some beautiful orchids. That night, we got our stuff together for the race and headed over to Rose's for pizza. And after dinner, ice cream. Flying Pig was a pretty awesome race. It's one that I remember when it started way back when I was first running in Ohio. And it sounded like a whole lot of fun. So it was really, really cool to be able to go to Cincinnati and finally run it. The aid stations were great, the views were cool, it was really cool to see a tour of the whole city. After the race, we had to take Renee to Skyline because she'd never been there.
Oh no, it could be.
Good old Caesar's Creek. We spent many hours kayaking on this lake. Record some gorgeous trail. I don't fall on my butt. Alright, crossing a bridge. Hopefully Matt doesn't bounce it too much. Do not.
No, why would I do that? Never.
Do not. I don't like this. I guess we're not up that high. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like bridges.
Part of me wants to get up under them and go.
Lauda fording the huge river. Oh my gosh, don't fall in. You may get your feet wet. Oh my gosh.
Woohoo! Made it! We are walking to some point or another. Let's see what's there.
And we're walking. We're walking.
We're walking. I don't know if we're gonna make it this 1/10 of a mile. It's kind of far. And it ends here. Matt's gonna fall in the water.
Shortcut.
Kind of pretty.
Most of it though, so it was alright.
Somehow I drove 11.5 of the 13 hours we drove yesterday.
It happens.
It just does. Well, Matt's driving again. It's still raining. Still gross. We're about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours from home, so shouldn't be too bad. 5 weeks later, back to Ohio for a wedding. Smile, Kate! We got to see some of our friends that we hadn't seen in a long time and spend some time kayaking on the river and having a huge bonfire in their backyard. So many fire bans in Colorado. We never get to sit around a fire and have s'mores like we used to when we were younger. This was really, really nice. We went to Kings Island, which is my favorite amusement park in the planet.
That's the one part of driving when you're driving, silly.
What do you mean?
You're gonna get down that. You're gonna get down that.
We drove some of the old-fashioned cars and chased my cousins around and rode roller coasters. My cousins are alcohol connoisseurs. They love going to wine tastings, they love going to distilleries, they love all that stuff. So when they told us that they were going to go to this little distillery across the river called Riff, we said, heck yeah, we'll come with. And it was really, really cool. It was built on the aquifer in Newport, Kentucky, so they get their water directly from the water under their building or something like that. The guy explained it, I can't quite remember, but it was really, really cool, and the whiskey was really good.
We'll get us back out to the land of air conditioning and alcohol now. The alcohol. We didn't get the little free rust in January to here, June.
Last night before the wedding, we all went to a baseball game. Cincinnati Reds suck, but you know what? It was fun. And the fireworks for the 4th of July were fantastic. The wedding the next day was beautiful. We got to hang out with the family the day after that. And then we headed back to Colorado. It was a fabulous trip.